Hey guys, so welcome to T45 Nogi class. This week we are looking at some back attacks. Last week I showed kind of passing to take the back, so this is more kind of a couple of ways to take the back from other positions, and then we are going to look at my finishing sequence. So I know there's loads of different ways. There's the John Danaher kind of preferred way, and then there's the standard kind of Gracie way, but there's loads of different ways. And this is just one that I kind of use the most. And then, I think that's all we're doing today. Yeah, that's all we're doing today. Sorry, getting a bit confused. So we're just going to look at a few development drills. So the first development drill, I call this the teddy bear drill. A couple of different names for it. Some people call it the backpack drill. That's the one I call it as well. So again, I'm just going to get my hooks. So I put one hook in, put my other hook in. I'm going to sit my hips back as far as I can get them. I'm going to take my seatbelt and I'm going to hold on for dear life. And now Laura's going to start to move around, but I'm just going to try not fall off. So I'm trying my hardest not to let myself fall off. Okay? So it's a kind of a silly drill. Looks silly, kind of feels a bit silly, but it's just going to get you into the habit of being active when you're on the back, especially with your seatbelt. Like tight elbows and squeezing tight is a big part of controlling people. A lot of people get back in there and then they're not holding on properly, so you just get into the habit of they shouldn't be able to shake you off. You should be like a backpack or like Yoda in Star Wars, just hanging off their back. So just that's a really nice drill to build that kind of routine in your head that as soon as you're on your back, you're just tight. Yeah, nice and tight control. And yeah, it's a fun drill today. So now we're just going to do another drill, which is I call it the escape recovery drill. So we might need to go forward anyway for this one. So I'm just going to take Laura's back in a seated position. I'm going to get my over-unders. Doesn't matter over-unders here because we're not really worried about the finishing sequences. But for now I'm just going to let Laura roll to one side. She picks a side. Let her. Now she starts to get the shoulders to the mat, and as soon as I get about here I pause. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bottom leg out. I'm going to come up onto my knee, keeping this leg on the inside, and I'm just going to sit up into my chair sit. And now from here I just chair sit, and I'm on her back again. And now Laura does the same sequence on the other side, keeping my leg on the inside, I take my bottom leg out, up onto my knee, and into my chair sit. There's just a drill to get you used to attacking off their escape. So if Laura starts to escape, I'm up here, I chair sit, then back on her back. Okay? So again, nice and simple little drill. That's a really good one because both people get a bit out of it. Laura gets to drill her escapes, which is just getting the shoulders to the back, her back to the mat. And I get to drill my recovery. So that's kind of the last minute recovery. She's done what she needs to do to get out of the position. And it's kind of your option is to come up on top. You can use it to come up on top or take them back again. You just got to get into the habit of doing that immediately. You can't kind of hang around when they're starting to escape, okay? So now we're just going to look at our first back take. Okay, so we're just going to look at a chair sit back take, which is kind of similar to the one we did from the past last week. So don't really mind how you get to the chair sit. A couple of different ways. Really good way I like to set it up is to attack like an Americana. And when I go to attack an Americana, sometimes Laura's going to turn to defend. And that's how I set my chair set up a lot of times. So I attack the Americana, Laura starts to turn to defend. There you go. So I'm going to let her turn, and I take my cradle control here. Now from here, I'm going to put my top side knee, so the knee that's closest to her shoulder is going to go into her back. From here, I'm going to bring my knee up, windshield wiper over into her hip. And now my back leg is just going to go flat along her spine here. Now from here, I'm just going to sit back onto my bum, and now I'm going to sit from my left ass cheek to my right ass cheek. So I'm going to go from my left side to my right side. Now, if you're in an IBJJF match, guys, make sure you get the two hooks like this. This isn't going to score. You have to get this position, okay? So just put the top leg over temporarily and kick away to pull your hook out, okay? So again, I'm inside control. I'm here. I start to push over to set up my Americana. I drop, and I can use my chest now to push lower away from me. And I set my cradle control here. So I'm going to come here, put my foot across. Now from here, I can, if I'm struggling to move it over, I can kick it down her hip using my heel, okay? Now from here, again, ass cheek to ass cheek. So from my left side to my right side, I'm going to roll, pulling her onto me, and I'm here. Now, normally I can just go straight for my body triangle. That's kind of my go-to if it's a sub-only match or it's knock points. But I'm here, going to cross over temporarily, and I kick my leg away to put, see how I kind of kick Laura's leg away to free my other leg. Okay, so that's your chair sit. There's loads of variations to that as well, guys, so that's just the one I find that works for me. There's loads of different ways to approach it, but a very strong back kick and a very, very key part to the game. It's one of the ones I wish I'd learned when I was a lower belt. I kind of only picked it up at a purple belt level, which is a bit of a weird one, but it's just, you know, it happens. So we're just going to look at the lazy back kick. Call this lazy because it looks like you're being super lazy when you do it, okay? So we're just going to get Laura and turtle here. So Laura's and turtle, and this works especially if they're playing a nice tight turtle here. So right now, my knee can't go in. It can't go in this way because her elbow locks. It can't go in this way because her ribs are locking. But there's a nice little line here across where her leg meets her side of her body, and that's where I'm going to put my knee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drape my body over her back. I'm going to take my leg that's on matching her shoulder, and I just put my knee onto her leg. And then from here I can just start dropping that down using all my weight to sit it through. Now once I get to here, I'm going to take my seatbelt. Okay, I'm going to pinch my leg super hard, and I can drop my foot and pull her forward, and I'm pinching with my leg so her hips stay on top of mine. From here, I'm going to take my inside leg, so kick that through, and then I turn my hips to take her back. Okay? So again, I'm here, and I might just be this way. So again, I'm here in this position. So I'm in the back take position, I'm here, I'm going to take my knee, I'm going to drop the knee in. I take my seatbelt grip, I'm here, pinch my knees, and I fall, and I'm here. Kick my leg through, and then I put my other hook in. Okay? And now from here is when I start to set up my back attacks. Okay? So that's the lazy back kick. I know it looks a bit funny, because it is funny looking, but it is really strong. You try it a few times and it won't work, and then all of a sudden you start hitting it and you're like, holy crap, it's really, really effective. So now we're just going to look at my finishing sequence from the back. So I'm not going to worry about my back kicks. You could do any back kicks, but you're going to get to the back control. So I'm going to kick forward back and here. So what we're going to look at doing is setting up her straight jacket control. So how am I going to get my straight jacket control? I'll always take a control hand and I'll fall to my control hand side. Okay, so from here I'm going to attack the choke. Even if her chin's down, I'm just going to attack the choke. I'm going to start bringing my hand up and trying to choke her. Now she's going to do this. So from here, I can pass this hand down, let go of my initial control hand, and I'm going to basically chop her hand away. So I can pull with my own hand and push her hand away so I get to this position. Now my hand's free again. So I'm going to go choke her again. And she defends. Now this time I'm going to push my hand away and I roll it. So see how I do that? Like from here, I'm going to just roll my wrist forward to grip. So now I have the straight jacket. So now if Laura tries to move, it's pretty terrible. So from here, I'm going to pass this down. I don't need to pass it down super far, just below Laura's belly button. And from here, I step my leg over, heel in. If they're a bit of a wiggly person, and I'm really worried about losing control, I temporarily grab my ankle. Because now if Laura tries to get her hand back, it's not really going to come out as easy. And I'm just going to pull it back and slide it under her spine. So I'm in this position. Her arm is completely trapped here now. It's going to take some serious wiggling to get free. So from here, I'm just going to pass my hands, her hand between my two hands. And I like this grip. Tom Halpin showed me this grip a long time ago and I've used it ever since. I grab her knuckles, not her wrist. her knuckles. I squeeze her knuckles and it's really hard for her to free her hand. So now I'm here, even if her chin is still tucked, this is when we're going to get her finished. So I'm going to do is going to make a little nubbin with my hand, and I'm really sorry for this, Laura. I'm going to wiggle the nubbin under her chin. And even if she has her chin down, I'll get that underneath, okay? So I'll get that in and here. Now from here, I'm going to just hide my hand under my armpit here. So I'm hiding my hand. If this arm comes free, try to find my hand, it's choking. She can't find my fingers. If she can't find my fingers, she's not going to get her hand free. Okay? So from here, I'm just going to pull my elbow back. And from here, I'm going to pull and punch my hand across the back of her neck here. Now my finishing position is just squeeze and roll my shoulders back to the top. Just shoot forward. Okay, so again, I'm after falling to my side, I'm here. So I go for my initial choke, lower the fence. As she defends, I pass it down. I'm going to bring my hand under and I chop my hand down to grab. So again, I go for a choke, lower the fence, I roll my hand this time, and I'm here. I'm going to pass this off, I step over, pass the leg behind Laura's back, and now her arm is completely out of the equation. From here, I pass this off again, trying to get my knuckle grip if I can. I'm going to get my nubbin, and I slide my nubbin just under her chin like this. From here, I'm just going to hide my hand in my armpit. So it's always all about hiding your hand. If Laura can't get at my hand, she can't free the choke. I'll still happy with that. Okay, from here, open my elbow. And again, I'm trying not to pass my hand in front of Laura's frame of vision. If she can see my hand, she can attack. She can grab onto it. So I'm going to hide my hand by my chin. And here, I pass it to my bicep, and now I'm here. From here, I'm going to roll my shoulders back to get my tap. Okay. So that is kind of my number one choke from back. That sequence has worked almost with everyone ever since I've kind of gotten it down to the point that I'm hitting it. If I try that sequence when I'm on someone's back, I'd say 8 times out of 10 it works. It's just super effective. It's not relying on any luck. You're literally you're ticking all the boxes essentially. You're using their reactions to feed into your sequence. And to be honest, they don't really have much other options than what those options are. So yeah, that was that class, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll be back next week with some rear triangle details.